morning, everyone. My name is Tony. I do like to be called Tones, so that's my Instagram name, Tones Yoga. I am a yoga teacher and I live in Adelaide, South Australia. I have been teaching for a couple of years, I think maybe 2.5 years now. And ever since I started teaching yoga, I have found what I'm truly here for. So I just love it. And so we're just going to do like a little bit of an energizing morning flow, I think. This one will be good for anyone really. I'm not going to do it with any props or anything like that, but if you have blocks or something like that you want to use, you can use them. But yeah, this one's for anyone, beginner to moderate. Just a nice easy flow, but something that moves our whole body, gets us to twist and stretch and open and move and breathe. So just follow along as you can, and yeah, see how you like it. Alright, so let's just start by closing down our eyes and starting to sit up nice and tall. Hopefully you can hear me. I've got to get a microphone, I think, so that it'll be more clear. So just sitting up nice and tall, feeling your knees rest down. If sitting cross-legged doesn't work for you, then you can extend your legs out long or sit on something, but just always modify as you need to. Don't just like assume that the yoga teacher knows what you've got going on. So listen to your body and hear it, and just wait for it to open because it takes time. Alright, so sitting up nice and tall, feel your sitting bones reaching down into the core of the earth and pulling out any nutrients from the earth up. Bring them up into your body. And then sit up nice and tall so the top of the head is fully lengthening up towards the sky. Today is a really beautiful sunny day here today in Adelaide, and it is not spring yet, but it feels like it is. So feeling an energy, we can feel an energy of growth, of change, of creativity today. And taking some nice slow breaths. Don't be afraid to expand your belly as you inhale. Don't hold that in for these first few. And completely exhale. Deep inhale. Complete exhale. Deep inhale. Complete exhale. Tuning into every area of your body and feeling whatever you feel throughout your body, accepting and appreciating having a human experience. Alright, gently opening your eyes, coming back here with me. We're just going to start by warming up our body a little bit. So inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Take a big stretch. So without sort of puffing the front ribs forward too much, I want you to keep them in, but stretch long through the arms. On the exhale, right hand's going to come down and left hand will reach over. Now I've got my mat on a bit of a diagonal. I'm going to try out different ways of this being more visual. But I think the diagonal will work because then you'll be able to see the whole thing. Good, and then I want you to feel the right shoulder wrap underneath and the left shoulder wrap back, and stretch a little more through the left fingers, but ground the left sitting bones. So really pull that left side apart. Big breath in, and then big breath out. And breathe in, come back to center slowly, reach both arms up, extend them beside the ears, and exhale, left hand down, and reach over to the left. And you'll notice that it's tempting for that left shoulder to draw back. I want you to bring this left shoulder forward and the right shoulder back. And ground the right sitting bone. And just let the head fall a little bit. And stretch down the right side, all down the right side. Inhale, coming back to center, slowly bring it up. And exhale, twist to the right, so twist first, and then bring right hand behind and left hand to right knee. Inhale, make yourself taller, and exhale, twist a little more. So chin comes to right shoulder. Bring your eyes all that was a bit crack. Bring your eyes all the way around towards the left side. So bring them to the other side of the body, working your eyeballs as well. And then inhale, back to center. Reach both arms up. Exhale, twist to the left, and then left hand behind, right hand to left knee. I like to try and turn my fingers on the back towards the opposite side of the body as well, to rotate the whole arm. The inhale makes you taller. And the exhale, twist a little more, chin to left shoulder. Bring your eyes all the way around to the, whatever side that is, left, right, but further. Bring your eyes further. One more breath here. Good. Inhale, back to center, reach both arms up. And on the exhale, extend the legs out wide a little bit. So just take them as wide as feels good for you. Press down into your sitting bones. So try not to round into the low back here. If you can, try to arch the spine a little bit. And inhale, extend the arms up. And on the exhale, turn towards the right and reach over the right. So take a stretch, but ground the left side leg. Inhale, back to center, reach up. And exhale, twist to the left and reach over the left. Now we'll go a little bit quicker. Inhale up, exhale to the right, inhale up, exhale to the left, inhale up, exhale to the right. Try to come out past the foot. Inhale up, exhale to the left, inhale up, exhale to the right. Inhale up and exhale to the left. Inhale up and exhale to the right. This time stay here. Come back a little bit so you can see me a little bit more. And then stay over the right leg. So rotate the whole body around towards the right there, but ground the left leg. So press the back of the left leg down. Keep your feet active, so toes are lifted to the sky. And I want to try and rotate the left shoulder around towards the right knee. And breathe. Good. Inhale, coming back to center. Reach both arms up. And exhale to the left side. Rotate the whole body. I'm a little bit stiff after a massive sleep. Try to rotate right shoulder around towards left knee. Lift both toes up to the sky. And just keep rotating. Keep rotating the body towards the left knee. Press the backs of the legs down. And then breathe in, come back up. And exhale, let's go forward this time. So push the palms of the hands forwards. Push, 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 push. And then find the hands on the floor. And on the inhale, pull yourself further forward, belly in. And exhale, reach a little further. So don't round further, but reach. So think about reaching the middle of my chest forward, straight forward. And then inhale, walk the hands back, lift the body. And exhale, bring the back of the knees in. Lift the back of the knees with the hands and bring the feet together. Slide the hips in closer to the feet and hold on to the fronts of the feet or the ankles, whatever feels better for you. And let's just flap our little butterflies. Flap your little butterflies. Your beautiful little butterflies. Your butterflies are your legs. See if you can tap the floor with your little butterflies. Try not to round into the low back. Just really feel like this is opening up through your hip creases, through your hip joints. It may feel a little uncomfortable, and that's okay. But no discomfort on the knees. Okay, no discomfort on the knees. If there's discomfort on the knees, just back off or slide your butt back further or your feet forward more. Good. And then just hold them down as low as they'll go, and inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, reach forward a little bit. Bring the elbows back in towards your hip creases and stretch the spine longer. Keep reaching through the chin a little bit as well. Most of us have trouble in our hips with mobility, myself included. Although mine are probably a little more open than a lot of others, I am not the most flexible yogi in the world. So I'm just like you. Inhale, bring the body back up. And exhale, bring the knees together. Good. And then just extend the right leg up to the sky. And then lower it down, extend the left leg up to the sky. So I'm holding on to the backs of my knees here. Inhale, extend the right leg up, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, down. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, down. One more each side, belly in. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, down. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, down. Now, keep the left foot on the floor, knee bent. And then hold on to the back of the right leg, extend the right leg up to the sky, and then if possible, walk the hands along the back of the right leg and bring the flexed right toes in towards your face. So if you can bring that leg closer to you, stay sitting upright. Shoulders back. Good, and then walk the hands back down to below the knee. Bend the knee, place the foot on the floor. Take the left leg, the back of the left leg. Inhale, extend the left leg to the sky, keep it in. And on the exhale, walk the hands a little closer towards the foot if it's at all possible. Be careful of that left knee joint, toes are flexed, bring them closer to you, lift the chest up higher. Big breath in, and breath out, walk the hands down, bend the knee. Good. And now we're going to roll over. I was just turning so you can see me. Roll over and come into tabletop position. Spread your fingers really, really wide. And then I just want you to rock forward and back. So rock the shoulders past the fingertips and then rock them back. And rock the shoulders past. So we're stretching our wrists and our hands and our forearms here. Come a little further forward and rock back. All right, left fingers, let's do the right first actually. Turn the right fingers back towards your right knee, and then we're going to walk the knees back a little and then stretch back. So I want you to bring your body back so that your right shoulder comes closer to your right knee than beyond your right wrist. Good, and then rock forward, press into the heel of the right palm and rock back. Lift the heel of the right palm, let it lift up. And then rock forward and release. Just make a little knuckle with that hand and take some nice big circles. And the other way. Good. Open and close your hand and just take any movements that feel good, and then place the right hand down. Left fingers to point back and then rock back. So bring your weight more back towards the knees, lifting the heel of the left palm. You want to feel the stretch all the way from the fingertips to the knuckles, to the heel of the palm, and then up through the wrist and forearm. But don't force it, don't break it. And then rock forward. So in our yoga practice, we always want to just be examining what's our limit and what's pain and what's just discomfort. So you take it super duper slow until you know what the difference is. Rock back again. And rock forward. Good. And then release that one. We can sit back on our heels this time. Circle the right wrist into nice little fist circles. And the other way. Good. Open and close the hand. And just whatever other movements. Let's just take both into it. Just move both wrists. It's really good to have nice warm wrists before we begin to use them a bit more. Good. Now ground down through your fingers. I always like to say spread your fingers really wide. The index finger should point forwards. If that feels good for you, it helps to open the shoulders a little bit more. So index forward, thumbs towards the midline. Press down into your index and thumb knuckles. Really press them down because they're the ones that lift as we start to roll out to the sides. We want to keep those grounded. On the inhale, extend the right leg back. So nice straight leg. Try not to open it out like so. Try to keep the right outer hip wrapping down towards the floor. Point through the right toes, keep the belly in and look slightly forwards. Push down into your hands to pull your shoulders, your chest away from the floor. Feel like your armpits are trying to wrap in towards one another. Take one more breath. And on the exhale, bring your right knee into the chest and curling. Inhale, extend it back and long. Nice long leg, squeeze the leg. Exhale, bring it into the chest. Try not to move the hips to the right. Inhale, reach it back.
And exhale, bring it into the chest, squeeze it in higher, and then if possible, step forward between the hands. Now, shuffle that back knee back further, that left knee back further. Lots of space between the front leg, front heel, and the back knee. What often happens in this one is people get in like this, and I know that our hip flexors are tight, and that's okay. But start to try to feel forward. Can't really, I think I'm going to turn that on. And just sit the bow now. That's okay. All right, so try to feel forward. I mean, I'll instruct it at different times, different ways, but for now, let's try to get that back knee further back than the hips. So you really want to stretch through that back hip flexor. It does take a little bit of work to help that to happen. So really try to get that left knee back and the front foot forward. Press the hips forward and down, and then bring the body up without moving the hips. Good. Reach the fingers towards the floor. Open the chest. Big inhale. Press this left outer hip forward. And exhale. Hands to the floor. Tuck the back toes. Lift the back knee and step right foot back. Let's hold a plank here. Just building a little bit of strength. If this is too much, lower your knees to the floor. Feel like you're trying to drag your hands towards your feet and your feet towards your hands. Draw your belly in, draw your front ribs in, and tuck your tailbone. Look slightly forward. Big breath in. And on the breath out, we're just going to tap the knees down to the floor without moving the hips too much. And then lift them back up. Inhale, lower them down. Exhale, lift and squeeze the legs, squeeze the core. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Inhale, lower down and bring the knees back into tabletop. Just a little bit of strength there. Inhale, left leg reaches back. Nice long leg. Don't open the hip. Keep the outer hip wrapping down. Exhale, bring the knee into the chest. Inhale, reach it back and long. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, reach it back. Long leg. Exhale, bring it in and step forward between the hands. Lots of space between the back knee and front foot. Press the hips forward and down. Really create space. See how I've got lots of this front hip, the back hip is way in front of the back knee. And then keep that pressing forward. It does hurt a bit sometimes. Bring the body up. Press into that front heel. Open the chest. Keep pressing forward and down. Fingers towards the floor. Big inhale. Lift the chin, lift the chest, and on the exhale, hands to the floor. Tuck the back toes. Step the left foot back. Hold your plank. Take a big breath in and breath out, and knees to the floor. Inhale, lift the knees. Exhale, lower the knees. Inhale, lift the knees. Exhale, lower the knees. Belly in. Inhale, lift the knees. And exhale, lower the knees all the way down, and then point your toes. Take a big breath in and lengthen your body. Look forward. And on the exhale, lower all the way down to the floor. Like a plank of wood. Point through your toes and try to wrap all 10 toes down to the floor. So pressing the tops of all 10 toes into the floor. Nice strong legs, tuck tailbone under and lift belly. Keep the elbows in close to the body and start to peel your head up. So lifting into cobra by lifting with our head first. Eyes are looking up, and then slowly start to peel the chest up off of the floor. Pressing lightly into the hands, that's okay. But feeling the peel from the shoulder blades. Try not to crunch the lower back so much. Keep it in the upper back mostly. Elbows in close. One more breath in. And breath out to come down. Good. Bring the arms out into a Y. Got no space for a Y. Bring the arms out into a Y. So in diagonals out towards the top corners of the mat. Press your toes down into the floor. Squeeze the belly in. And on the inhale, we're going to reach the arms up and circle them back. Exhale, bring them forward and come down. 2 more like that. Press into the toes, tuck the tail. Inhale, lift the arms, Circle them back, squeeze shoulder blades. Exhale, bring them forward and down. Good, one more, inhale, lift. Draw them back. Exhale, circle around and forward and come down. Good, bring the hands next to the chest again, fingertips underneath the toes, shoulders. And then wrap your legs again. So wrap so that the inner thighs are lifting up, outer thighs wrapping down. Feet are about hip width apart for this one. Press into the hands, slightly squeeze the elbows in and start to look up. Peel the head up off of the floor. Lift, 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 lift. Shoulders lift. Chest lifts. Open the chest. One more inhale. Press a little more into the hands this time. Elbows in close. And exhale. Let's find child's pose. Take your knees a little wide. Toes touching. Sit your hips back on your heels and stretch through your fingertips. Take a nice big deep breath. And then as you breathe out, clear something out. Keep your eyes open, look just below where your eyes are onto the mat. Stay really present. Be really here. Be really here now. One more breath. Good. On the inhale, round the spine, come up. On the exhale, first downward dog, tuck your toes, send your hips up and back into a downward dog. Feet are about hip width apart, thereabouts. Now the heels don't have to touch the floor. The heels don't have to touch the floor. It's really great if we're still learning our downward dog that we bend our knees a lot and we try to press our belly and chest back towards our thighs more. So this way we can have a nice flat back and lots of length through our arms and our underarms. So I always like to think about wrapping my underarms inwards towards one another and straightening my arms. Press down through your index and thumb knuckle. Belly is in, tailbone is lifted and extending. Sitting bones are pulling apart. Chin to chest, look up at the navel or the knees. And then inhale, extend the right leg up to the sky, big stretch. And on the exhale, bring that right knee into the chest if possible, and then step forward between the hands. Stay on the toes of the back foot and inhale to rise up, crescent lunge. Reaching up through our fingers if it's possible. And just getting that big extension. So feel the right heel drawing back, left toes drawing forward. Big stretch here, big inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to fold forward, come over that front leg. Bring the hands either side and then start to straighten through that front leg. Maybe it straightens easily, maybe it does not. But stretch the right sitting bone up and back. Stretch the chest towards the toes. Keep pulling this right hip inwards. Try not to let it flare out to the side. That's what often happens. And you want to lengthen both sides of the waist. And lots of pressure in that back foot too. So you're trying to launch forward with that back foot. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale to fold. Stretch a little bit more if it's possible. Good. Bend into that front knee, back knee to the floor. Slide it back a little bit. Inhale, reach the arms up and back. Press that left hip forward and down. And on the exhale, hands to the floor. And tuck back toes, lift back knee, right foot steps back. Now we can do a couple of roll throughs. So first of all, press back into downward dog. And on the inhale, we're going to round the spine and come forward, shoulders past fingertips. Exhale, lower the hips a little. And open the chest on the next inhale. Big inhale. And exhale. Send the hips up. So curl back. Tailbone lifts first. We're arching the spine to come back into downward dog. We'll do that again. 2 more times. So inhale to round the spine and come forward. Come all the way forward. Exhale, lower the hips. Inhale, open the chest and look up. And exhale, lead with the tailbone, arching the spine to come back. Very slow. Look up at the navel last. Inhale, round the spine, come forward. Exhale, lower the hips. Inhale, open the chest. Squeezing shoulder blades and look up. Exhale, tailbone draws you back. Good. Inhale, left toes reach up to the sky. And on the exhale, bring the knee into the chest if you like, or just step forward between the hands. Stay on the toes of the back foot. Bring the body up. Reaching the fingers to the sky. Big stretch out of the body. Strengthen both feet. So left heel pulling back, right toes pulling forward. Big inhale. And on the exhale, we're folding over this front leg. Hands come either side of the front toes and start to lengthen through the back of that front leg. Now try to wrap the right hip around and forward and draw the left hip back. And then lengthen both sides of your waist. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, stretch over the leg. Stretch the chest towards the toes. Good. Inhale, come forward, lower the back knee. Point the back toes, exhale. Inhale, bring the body up, press the hips forward and down. Reach up through the fingers this time. And exhale, hands to the floor. Tuck back toes, lift back knees, or left foot steps back. Find downward dog, so stretch back into your downward dog. And on the inhale, round forward. Keep looking at the navel till the end. Lower the hips, exhale, keep looking down to your chest. Inhale, chest comes forward, open it. And exhale, downward dog, lead with your tailbone. Bring your knees wide, wide as the mat. Bring the toes together and then lay yourself in between your thighs. Take a deep breath in, be really present, don't go anywhere, stay here. Big breath out. Big breath in. And big breath out. Now we're going to take one lion's breath. So lion's breath is breathing in through the nose and then opening the mouth and tongue out to exhale. You want to bring your gaze up to your third eye as you exhale. Alright, deep breath in. And tongue out, mouth open, look up. Squeezing the breath all the way to the end until you've got nothing left. Good, and then on the inhale, round the spine and come up. And on the exhale, bring the knees together. Now we're just going to step the right foot forward and wide of the right hand. There's a lunge, so I like to really shift my left knee back more. Right foot forward and wide. Press down into the front heel. And almost feel like you're trying to squeeze that right thigh in towards the right arm. Keep this, and then if it's possible, if you have the space, come down a little bit further onto your elbows perhaps, or just walking the hands in front to lengthen the body. Let the hips melt down a little bit now. Try to let them unwind. Bringing the body back up, breathe in. And on the breath out, we're going to a little walkie walk that foot over to the left side. And then let's find ourselves in pigeon. So in pigeon, we might either sit on our right hip, just like so. This might be enough. You might be, I'm going to do the other way just so that you can see. So right leg is forward. And then stretching through the back leg. So this might be your first position, is deer pose, where we have both legs bent at 90 degrees. And then you'll just start to reach over your shin at the front here. And that might feel like more than enough. If you have a bit of opening in that hip already, you might start to stretch this back leg back, 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 back. Maybe you can roll forward and try to press the left hip forward and down as well, like we were doing in our lunges. For one side of my hip, I have to have my heel in closer to me. It's really been playing up like so. I used to always say have the shin parallel to the top of the mat, but I see I can't do that now. So inhale, lift our chest, and exhale, fold forwards. Relax into that right hip. See if you can undo it a little bit. just with presence. And find a spot here that's kind of comfortable, because if it's super uncomfortable, you're just going to be fighting it the whole time. So really take it slow and just find a position that's manageable, and see if you can relax your shoulders and your face. And then walking the hands back towards the leg, and inhale, peel the body up. And on the exhale, we're going to spin the left leg around. Come back to the other side in a minute. So spin the left leg around, I'll face the front here. Have the right knee pointing forwards with the right heel in towards the left butt. And then bring that left foot to the outside of the right knee. The other option is to extend that right leg long. That's an easier option. So you want the front of the ankle in line with the front of the knee. Alright, left hand behind. Inhale, extend the right arm up to the sky. Really stretch the right side of the body. And on the exhale, if it's possible, you'll bring the right elbow outside of the left knee. But if that's not possible, just hold the knee and squeeze it in towards you. Shoulders back and down. Try to ground the left sitting bone. Each inhale, you get taller. Each exhale, you twist a little more, chin to left shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, release all of that. Now from here, you'll be facing this way. You're just going to keep that left foot at the front of the mat, pick the body up, step the right knee back. So now the left foot is forward and down. Left foot is forward, sorry. The hips are forward and down. You're starting on your hands, just start to work the hips downwards first. Good, and then if it's possible, come down to your elbows, keeping that knee in sort of close to the left arm. Moving around. Sorry for moving around. Trying to find the right position. I don't think this room's great for filming, actually. Good, and then bringing the hands back up, breathe in. And on the breath out, walk that left foot over to the right side of the mat and lie down on your hip. Extend through that back leg. Now, first option was deer pose. So you have the two knees bent at 90 degrees. Next option is to start reaching that right leg back, 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 back. You can stay sitting on the outside of the left hip if you like, or you can roll forward so that you're trying to wrap the right hip bone forward. And inhale, lift our chest. And exhale to fold over. Slow, deep breathing. If you can, make it audible so that way you are conscious of your breath. And next time you breathe in, you'll slide your hands back and lift the body. And on the exhale, you'll bring that left heel to right butt, bend the left knee so it's pointing forwards, and bring the right ankle to the outside of the left knee. Good. Right ankle in line with the front of the left knee. Right hand behind. Inhale, left arm reaches up. And either exhale, hook it outside of the right knee, or just hug the right knee across. Each inhale, you get taller. And on the exhale, you twist more. So challenge to bring your chin to your right shoulder to rotate all the way. Inhale back to center and exhale, release. Lie down on your back and let's take one final pose together. Happy baby, and we'll bring the feet up. So first of all, actually, bring your knees in towards your armpits. So knees wide in towards your armpits. From there, start to bring the heels to stack on tops of the knees. And then bring your elbows through the insides of your knees and reach through to take the outsides of your feet. And then ground down your tailbone, ground down your shoulders, lengthen the back of the neck, and just align your body here. If you want to rock around a little bit to loosen things up, shake things off, go ahead. Stretch the back of the neck long, chin to chest. Big breath. And breath out. Release the feet slowly and extend them along the mat. Now you can take as long as you like here. We'll just take a minute together. We'll turn the hands up, the palms up. Let the toes turn out. And let all of the cells in the body start to relax and unwind. Let the body integrate. Notice where there's holding still and just bring your mind there and let it go. Tune into the movements in the body and the movements in the mind. And see how that every time we go to fidget correlates with some thought in our mind. And we can't stop the thoughts, but we can pay attention to the bodily fidgets. Because they're a reaction that we aren't even aware we're having. So how we want to do life is we want to start to notice our reactions. Notice if we've considered our reactions to certain experiences or circumstances, or whether we have done them involuntarily. We want to create space between something happening and our reaction to it. Start to create the action that we want to create rather than it being a reaction over and over again. Stay here as long as you like. If you're going to finish the video with me, take a big breath in and extend your arms up above the head. And on the breath out, bring the feet up towards the butt and bring the knees into the chest. Give them a squeeze. And then roll over to one side. Roll over to the left just because otherwise you'll see my back. Little snuggle with yourself, little bit of kindness before you get up. And then start to fill your body up. Coming up to sit. Good, and just closing down the eyes. Let's take one deep breath in together. One open mouth exhale together. And hands into prayer over the heart as we take a moment to acknowledge our body, our life, and all of the challenges that we faced that are the perfect schooling that we've needed to get where we are now. So thank you to all of our experiences, the good ones and the bad ones. So have the most amazing day, everyone. So much love. Namaste.